Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for showing up today. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jane. Today we're going to be talking about the basic steps if you want to start your business in the UK. Now, with a lot of people coming into the UK, especially people who had businesses or who still have businesses back home, they are thinking about how do I set this up in the UK? How do I start up something similar in the UK? Or some people don't just like working a 9 to 5 and want to find out what are the basic steps, what are the things required for me to start up my business in the UK. In this video, I'm going to give you guys like the broad steps, so something you need to have in mind. It's not a lot, it's about 5 to 6 steps, but to give you a broad idea of what you need to do if you're thinking about starting up a business in the UK. Okay, now the first one is be on the right visa. What do I mean by being on the right visa? Not all visas that let you come into the UK allow you to be self-employed. I have a video on the different visas that allow you to start up a business in the UK or be self-employed in the UK. You can check that video out, but you need to know that not all visas will allow you to start up a business in the UK. So some of the visas that can allow you to do your business or be self-employed in the UK include your startup visa, your innovator visa, I beg your pardon, your global talent visa. So these are some of the visas that you can be on if you're thinking of being self-employed. You can also start up your business or be self-employed if you're on a dependent visa, if you're on the graduate visa, which is what we call the post-study work visa. That allows you to be self-employed as well. But you need to be sure that you are on the right visa before you can even start thinking of how to start up your business in the UK. Okay, now the second thing you need to know or you need to do is to have your business plan. It's better to write this thing down so that it's clearer to you. Okay, now what is your business plan? If you're already into business, you know what a business plan is, but basically it's like a document that shows what your plan is, your strategy, your objectives. It gives you like financial forecast of the business. It's just clearer when it's written down. And another benefit of having your business plan is that you can actually use this for some applications. Now, the UK has a lot of benefits that it gives to startups, and if you're doing such applications, you may have to present your business plan because they want to see what are you going to use these grants for, what are you going to use this money that we're giving you for. Yes, there are some grants that come to start-up owners in the UK. So if you're thinking of business, this is something you also should be looking into. Okay, now I said business plan. Do not forget you need to have a business plan if you're thinking of setting up in the UK. Okay, the next point I'll mention is speaking to a professional. What do I mean by speaking to a professional? This could be a tax advisor, a financial consultant, a tax consultant. The reason why I'm saying speak to a professional is because these people are experienced and they can actually advise you from the beginning, so you know the kind of structure you want to start, because there are different structures of businesses and there are different criteria or there are different requirements for these structures. Okay, so someone who is a professional will be able to advise you on what you have at the moment and what will be good for you in terms of maybe tax payments and all that. But if you don't want to speak to a professional or for some reason you think that you can afford it, you can do the research yourself, but just know that this will require you to put in the work. And you know the thing with research, it takes more time than if you're going to speak to someone who already has this information and who has the experience and has worked with some other people. It takes more time if you're doing your personal research, but it's doable. You can do your research yourself, read up this stuff, find out what you want for your business, and then you can go from there. Okay, now the next one I'll mention is define your business structure or decide on what business structure you want. What do I mean by business structures? Like I mentioned, there are different types, which is why I said speak to a professional and know the benefits of the different ones and the advice they can give to you. But what it means is there are different kinds of structures of businesses. So it can be like a sole trader, which is just you. It can be a partnership. It can be like your business could be a limited liability company. It can be a limited company. These are various structures that can be in your business. Okay, and then there are also substructures like are you starting a franchise and all that. But like I said, you can do this research yourself or you can speak to a professional if you can afford it. They are better equipped to answer all these questions if you have questions around it. If the information you're getting is overwhelming, speak to them, okay? Because sometimes you can start this research and you don't even know what you're seeing. Like, you don't understand what are they saying, what are the steps that are involved in the type of business that I have. If you get to this point, please speak to someone who is experienced in this and they will give you the best advice. You also need to be careful because you don't want to just pick any random person you see online, because you want to get value for whatever service you're paying for, okay? So just be very careful when you're deciding on the professional you're speaking to. Tell them what you want. Explain to them in details what your business is about so that they can advise you appropriately, okay? Now, the next point is getting additional information around the particular business you're interested in or the particular business you intend to start, because different businesses will have like maybe different regulations, different information around that. So you also want to do your research to find out the particular thing you need for that sector or that particular business, okay? So if it's let's say you're going to a business, say waste management, you want to find out the regulations around waste removal or waste management, that kind of thing, okay? Read up regulations, read up things that people are saying about that industry or that sector or whatever it is that you're starting your business in. Just ensure you do your research. Even when you speak to a professional, the professional may not be into that particular sector or that particular industry that you're talking about. So you will still require you to do some work in getting the information that you need for your particular business, okay? Now, the next thing is, once you've decided on, okay, I've spoken to someone, this is the structure I want, I'm on the right visa, you can go ahead to start your business. You can go to gov.uk to register your business. Now, when you're registering your business, it's not a difficult process, and you may need to get like a separate bank account and all. If you're doing like a sole trader, you may not need all this, but most people advise you that if you're starting a business, it's just nice to differentiate your accounts. So you may need to start up, like after you've registered your business, you may need to set up a bank account for your business and all that. Also remember that you will need to register with HMRC, which is which is very, very important, because it is your responsibility to pay your tax. And yeah, it is your responsibility, and it is very important, especially in this country, to pay your tax. This is it basically. I hope that this is helpful. These are like the basic steps that you should know, or things you should do if you're trying to set up your business in the UK. Like I said, a lot of people are looking into this because not everybody will work 9 to 5, okay? Some people don't like it, and some people will start businesses, okay? And immigrants do well in businesses too, okay? So that's it, guys. If you stayed till now, thank you for staying till now. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button to join the family, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends and loved ones who you think want to start a business in the UK, and hopefully it will be helpful to them. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye guys.